Sakes! Now you're talking, man. Hell yes. You know, we horror fans get a bad rap. For some reason, people have it in their heads that because we like horror, that the thing we want to do most is go out and slaughter everybody. Bet they're thinking about killing someone. Oh no. No, not us. We're some of the most kind-hearted people around. We have needs just like everyone else. Problem is, we scare away a lot of girls. And the girls who would have anything to do with us want guys that want other guys. Or Jason. But, yeah. I like this subject. Best sex scenes in horror movies. Wow. When the hat's on like this, I'm in full geek mode. Stand back. Don't get in my way. Someone's going to get hurt, and it ain't going to be me. Oh, man. Let's think about this one. Okay, for starters, here's a tie for best sex scene. Friday the 13th Part 2 and Bay of Blood. Why is it a tie? It's the same damn scene. Two people bumping uglies, girl's toes up to Jesus, spear through the back. Same scene. So, got to give it up for that one. And I'm with you, man. Friday the 13th Part 5. That girl, although the sex scene wasn't so much sex as it was a boob show, those were all natural. And give it up for all natural, okay? Please. Girls, anyone out there thinking about, I need a boob job, I want to get my... No, don't. Please don't. Rather have small, perky, and natural than huge and plastic. It's just my opinion. If the job is already done, the job is already done. Can't do nothing about that. But if you just stay the way you are, okay? Stay the way you are. Yeah, she had a bodacious set of tatas, let me tell you. Let's see. Rosemary's Baby was a good sex scene. The devil gets some in that one. Did anyone else consider that fact that the devil really didn't do anything bad in that movie? He had sex with someone. Oh, sure, they had to slip her kind of their version of a roofie. Could be date rape, I guess. But he knocks her up. As far as I know, he didn't call her the next day. That was kind of wrong. On the devil. I don't know if this would be considered horror, but it does have some elements in it. Angel Heart. Who here grew up in the 80s? If you said yes, who here watched The Cosby Show? Lisa Bonet kind of had this certain something about her. Yes, she was weird. Yes, she was quirky. She probably wasn't the most beautiful thing on 2 feet, but she kind of stood out on the show. So when they came up with Angel Heart, and she's copulating with Mickey Rourke, that was kind of a hot scene. Being able to see someone that you saw on TV later on naked is like kind of a, I don't know, little dream come true, I guess. So yeah, Angel Heart with the Lisa Bonet chick. Is that her name? Her real name is Lisa Bonet, isn't it? Yeah. Her and Mickey Rourke. It's kind of like, what was that movie? Kiss of the Vampire or some crap? It was a crappy movie. But it had the Who's the Boss chick in it. Can never remember her name either. And her boobs were fixed. Sorry. It was a boob job. Reanimator. Dr. Hill gives this chick head. Literally. Takes the head off the table and goes munching down to Tuna Town, baby. Mwah! Okay, this is probably going to freak some people out. I wouldn't call this one of my top sex scenes because a good sex scene kind of gets the geek in me all worked up. This did not get me worked up, but it's one of those things that I don't mind watching just because of the freak factor in it. And it's Basket Case 2 when Bilal finally gets some with a little mutant that looks just like him. Belial is basically a puppet. You can tell that the female mutant that he's doing is a actual woman's face stuck through a rubber body, mutant body. So when he's pounding away on her with whatever equipment he has, she's her facial expressions just kill. And yeah, let's give it up for Belial, man. He got some in that one. Hey, what's more embarrassing than having sex with a doll? It's when the doll finds another doll and leaves you out in the cold, and that's what you can kind of witness that kind of action in Bride of Chucky, doll on doll action. Oh yes. Does masturbation count? If it does, I'm going with The Exorcist on this one. You know what I'm talking about. But my number one all-time favorite sex scene, aside from the aforementioned I Spit on Your Grave and stuff, yeah, those were brutal, but they were almost necessary to set up for the movie. If it wasn't for the sex scenes, then she'd have no reason to be such a bitch. But, oh, and hey, man, don't feel like you have to cover for saying I spit on your grave. I would prefer you said I spit on your grave than saying August Underground Mortem. Any sex scene in that is just depraved, okay? I'm just saying. But anyways, my all-time favorite sex scene in a horror movie, I'll have to give that up to The Collector, because that chick was just hot. She was 9 kinds of hot, okay? Real skank, but she was hot. Let's just agree on that. The daughter, remember? She had a nice rack. She was, I'm talking like such a pig right now, but I don't care. It's all about the horror, man. There are no manners here. She was hot, man. Yeah. So yeah, The Collector. I'd have to say The Collector. I think I'm going to watch that movie right now. All right. Well, thanks for bringing up this subject. Next up, I'm going to talk about my favorite full frontal male scenes.